Hey there YouTube, Heir of Carthage here, gonna bring you some Shogun 2 Total War live commentary. Let's go ahead and hit matchmaking here. I've actually played a couple of matches today and I was trying to make live commentary, but one of them, the other player was saying he was drunk. So yeah, it didn't turn out to be a very good match, and then the other one was pretty similar, even though the guy never said he was drunk. So I want to get you good footage. This guy looks like a good player here, rank 10. Legendary swordsman, so he's got a melee general. Alright, you can see my retainers here. I got the shinobi informer, some sword retainers, some cavalry retainers, or retainer, and then a European gunsmith. So let's modify my army here. I'm going to bring these two vet units of Naginata warrior monk cav. I'm not really sure. I think I will bring a couple of units of katana cav. I'm going to bring a cav tough army here, because I'm going to go kind of cheap on my infantry. Let's see. Got those 3 lone swords. A couple of Nodachi. I want a couple of matchlock units. Yeah, a couple of matchlock units would be good. I don't know if I like this army, though. I got too much cav. It may not be that useful. Let's cut the Naginata cav. And I got a couple of matchlock units. I need probably some more swords. I want some Yari Samurai to help protect Patchy. Let's see. Let's get some Yari Samurai. And then I got enough money. I want some... kind of want some archers, but let's use bow cav because they're quick. That should be good. Yeah, that should be good. I have a little bit of money left over, but let's just give this a try. Oh crap, I didn't even look at the map. Hopefully this army is appropriate for this map. I didn't bring matchlock on a terrible map like Sakura Ridge. Ah, yes, dang it. Well, it's a good thing I got my bow cav. This isn't really the best map for matchlock. This would have been a good map to bring some Kisho Ninja. Just because I could have started him up there on that hill and had a little surprise waiting for my opponent if he rushes it. Of course, you never know, he could rush it with cav, like I'm going to do. Interesting. It almost looks like they've changed the starting positions on this map. That looks a little different than what I remember, but maybe not. I mean, I could just be dreaming things. So, like I said, I haven't done this in a couple of days, and I'm kind of tired. So, I mean, hopefully my commentary is good here. I think my Shogun skills are a little rusty because I haven't played much in a few days. And this kind of seems like one of those games where you're definitely better if you played often. It's kind of like Halo. And, you know, it's kind of funny. I get comments on my Halo channel a lot. It's like, you're a noob. You suck. And I'm just like, well, if I ever had claimed to be good, which I haven't, then why would I care about your opinion? Because who says you're good? So it just kind of cracks me up whenever I get, like, stuff like that. And sometimes I get it on my Total War channel, too, and it cracks me up. It's like, yeah, well, you know, I don't really care if you think I suck. Because, you know, other people's opinions, depending, you know, on the situation, typically mean very little to me. So I'm going to line my cav up here in a 6-pack. At least that's what I'll call it. And then I'm going to put my infantry behind. I want my cav to get a nice fresh running start and not have to run through all my men. So, let's get them lined up. I'm not super happy with this army, but I'm feeling pretty confident in it. I don't like that my matchlock is on this map. There's better maps for matchlock. But, like I said, I have some archers and my horse archers, so hopefully that'll kind of work. And I'm going to put those guys on defense. That way I can skirmish them out of a situation easier. And got all these guys in a group, so we should be good to go. My opponent is ready to start the battle, so I need to get ready to move. Oh, let's take a look at his troops before we start. He's got a lot of matchlock units. He's got 3 matchlock warrior monks, and it looks like 3 bow warrior monks. But he is very light on infantry. He's just got some really highly upgraded Lone Sword Ashigaru, backed up by some Yari Samurai, and 1 Katana Samurai. If he has cav, he has hidden them over in the woods, though I'm not sure that he does. So I'm going to have to do a good job of harassing those matchlock units effectively. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to go ahead and capture the hill to try and deter him from getting the hill. That would be the best position for him to use that matchlock from, so I want to try and deny him that opportunity. If my opponent indeed didn't bring any cav, then I shall have a very huge mobility, like I said, a huge mobility advantage here, but like I said, those bow warrior monks outrange and are far more accurate, far more deadly than my own skirmishing component. So what I'm going to have to do is distract his units with my cavalry. I'm going to have to run my cavalry all out around and get him surrounded, get him worried, and I'll kind of use my my cavalry to try and distract as much as I can. This woods right here will provide some cover from bow fire and also some cover from matchlock fire. So I want to look. Yeah, here's his cav. So Naginata warrior monk cav, 2 of them, and they've got quite a few chevrons actually. So I will leave my katana cav here, and I will bring my Yari cav to face these Naginatas down. I feel pretty confident my Yari cav can handle that situation. Plus I got a Yari samurai back there. So his surrounding attempts are going to try and keep me busy as well. But look, I've stopped his advance right here. And I'm going to put my bow cav in loose formation and take these woods. Okay, here he comes. Nope, he's changing his mind. Okay, good. So that way I won't have troops behind me. That's good. I can try and face his men all from the front. I hear my bow cavalry firing, or at least one of them was firing. I don't know why. Oh, they're firing at this cav over here. I don't think they got any kills, though. They don't have very good position. My opponent does have some katana units that I would like to get my katana cav into, but he's also got a lot of spear units, something that I'm going to have to be highly aware of. I'm going to let my bow cav do a bunch of skirmishing from within those woods. I'm going to bring my own matchlock units forward and try and absorb some fire with them, and also try and lay down some fire, and I can keep them protected with my cavalry. Let's see, my katana cav is actually getting a little bit shot up, so I'm going to pull them out here. Some of my infantry is getting a little bit shot up also. He's taking his cav around the back of my army again. Shoot, I forgot those guys were grouped. Get up there, you're just taking extra shots. I don't really have a very good angle here. I'm not even sure if my matchlock can hit anything that he has. I'll just leave them on fire at will and see what happens. So he's definitely got a better angle. Yeah, my matchlock are doing nothing. Time to retreat them. At least they absorbed a little bit of fire. That's the difficulty of matchlock on this particular map. My opponent's matchlock units are behind his own troops, though, and they're going to be firing uphill, which is actually probably going to make them highly inaccurate. So after my troops rest for another second here, I'm actually just going to charge this guy down and try and cause some utter chaos here. That matchlock unit is retreating. Let's see how well he micros his units here. Okay, his cavalry's coming up the hill. This is a perfect opportunity for me to intercept them on a downhill charge. It looks like he's still firing at my bow cav, and he's going to try and retreat his spear units and probably try and make room for his sword units. He did get a few kills there on my Nodachi, so I am going to go ahead and bonsai them. And I need to be careful about where I position Patchy. Hopefully my Yari cav is winning that fight. It's time for me to start getting him moving in the background. My bow cav need to start firing at his general. He's trying to retreat in order to get his matchlock shots, and that's what he should be doing. Rally my troops here. Inspire one of them. Okay, my Yarikav handily defeated his own men. I should go ahead and pull my matchlock units in also. Okay, my units are continuing to plow through his men. This is a precarious fight, though, just because, like I said, he's got so much matchlock. It's time for me to try and get further behind his lines here. He's got these spear units, but I'm just going to try and avoid them. I'm trying to keep Patchy at a semi-safe distance here. I've got my bow cav firing at his general, but it's causing very little damage. I might actually go ahead and charge my bow cav down here. Let's shoot his general with my matchlock. There we go. There we go. I just got some solid shots off on his general. And now I've got Katana Cav in the rear. I know all of you always make fun of something whenever I say in the rear, but yeah, it's kind of the accurate term. So wow, that was an interesting fight. My opponent's army was actually quite deadly. Quite deadly indeed. But it looks like I've ended up getting the upper hand here. I haven't fought against this type of army very much, so it was definitely an interesting experience. Interesting experience, but you can see that because I captured the terrain, it kind of helped my men there with that downhill charge and the downhill fight. And so good game to my opponent. Hope you enjoyed that. Sorry I didn't really get you any close-ups or anything. I was just trying to micro that. I always hope these things kind of teach you a little bit of a lesson about what you can do to improve your gameplay on Shogun 2. But, you know, then again, I'm not a master. Man, look how handily my Yari Cav defeated that Warrior Monk Cav on a downhill charge. I took hardly any losses. I forgot to say good game to my opponent. Darn it. It's very rude of me. Let me save this. Sorry, my commentary, like I said, I'm a little bit scatterbrained right now. I've got a lot going on. I'm tired, and I've been, like I said, it's been kind of weird for me to purchase a new car. Never made, you know, that decision in my life before, so it's been kind of a big one. But like I said, I hope you learned from this battle that my opponent was actually pretty skilled, I thought. He made the mistake of sending his cavalry in a little bit rashly. But really the problem with his army there is a very tough army, and I would have been afraid, I think, to face that army on some different circumstances. It's just that his problem was he didn't have very much mobility. And so I was able to, you know, he could only do so much with his 2 units of cavalry. And I had more mobility. And so, like, just even though I didn't charge my Katana Cav until the end, you can see that he had to turn spear units to face them. A veteran unit of bow cav. You know, that might be a good idea. Alright, YouTube, here's your next veteran unit to name. So, name my bow cav. I'll try and announce the winner of that on the next live commentary that I do. Or I'll do something similar to what I did last time. So yes, come up with a good name for my bow cav. Alright, so let's look at the statistics here. My opponent actually brought more troops than I did. It's probably just because I brought so much cav. Let's see what units did the best. Some of my lone sword units did the most killing. Sword meat face did good, and Patchy's bonsai meat had a decent showing. Of course, they were bonsai meat, so I kind of expect them. Patchy's pain train racked up a fair number of kills considering how long they're in battle for only 4 losses. I swear, man, this unit is just, you know, massacres my opponents all the time. It's absolutely amazing. My Yari Samurai ended up getting some kills. And my Matchlock Warrior Monks didn't do much, but they were able to ruin his general unit. Or actually, here's Patchy's. How do I have 2 Patchy's pain trains? Huh. Well, I think one of those was supposed to be Sushi Express. I'll make sure and rename it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that battle. Hope it's informative, and I'll be back with some more for you. And yeah, I lost my words here. I'm going to be gone this weekend for part of the weekend, so you won't see any videos from me until Sunday after tonight. So sorry about that, but I will get you some on Sunday.